Kristen with Simply a Stewart, and today I am back with a grocery haul. So if you are new here, we are a family of 6. I have 4 children whom I homeschool and a husband who, while he does work out of the house, packs all of his lunches and everything. So we eat a fairly clean diet. It is definitely not by any means perfect, but I do try to keep us as healthy as I can. So that will kind of reflect in the types of foods that we eat. Oh, I spent $102 today at Trader Joe's, and that's what I'm going to share with you now. So this is our haul from Trader Joe's. It's not a whole lot, and you'll see there's a lot of duplicates of things, and that's because we don't have one close by to us. So we only visit once every 6 weeks or so, and we just kind of stock up on the things that we do get from there. So the first thing we have are these organic taco shells. We do not have organic taco shells in our local grocers at all, so I make sure I pick these up. Right now, we've been doing tacos once a week. My kiddos do dance, and it is all night, one night a week. And so it makes it very hard to get a decent dinner on the table and get out the door in time. And so we've been using this on dance night. So I picked up one for this next 6 weeks. We like to have a little bit extra just in case our next trip gets pushed back for any reason. We just never know what's going to be going on that particular weekend. Like I said, it's an all-day event for us. We left this morning at I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock, and it is now 8 o'clock when I'm filming. So because we do Costco and Trader Joe's, and they're in the city. So so I got 7 of those because of that reason. I found this. This was something I got for the first time. I've never seen it before. It's organic beef bone broth. And so the ingredients were pretty clean. I do wish it was grass-fed, but at least it is organic, which I do like. So we picked that up. We actually got 2 of those. Those were only $2.99, so I thought that was a pretty good deal. The bone broth at the local grocer is $7 for about the same, well, maybe a little bit bigger, but for the 2 of those still, that was $6, and it was definitely cheaper per ounce than our local grocer. So I picked those up. I did pick up 2 of these raw cheddar milks. Unfortunately, they won't stay good long enough, so I can only buy 2 of them. We do buy the grass-fed cheese also at Aldi, which I will share with you our Aldi haul shortly here. And then I did also pick up this tomato soup. These are not the cleanest ingredients. I have asked before, and I will ask again, if anybody has a good homemade recipe that doesn't have xanthan gum or sugarcane flour, sugarcane or rice flour in there, I'd love to hear it. But in the meantime, this one isn't too bad, and it's much better than Campbell's. There's one recipe that is a hand-me-down from my great-grandmother that I like to make that I use tomato soup for, so I keep that on hand for it. We got a thing of the Trader Joe's coffee. And then you will see all these plantain chips up here. We use these once a week as snack. We usually go through a bag for that once a week snack for my kiddos and myself, usually in the afternoon for lunch. And so I have those. Ooh. My dogs are fighting, and one of them just nipped at the other one. Sorry, they like to play. They've been locked up all day. And so I picked up those. Again, we have a little bit of a stockpile of them. I like to pick up extras of these types of things. One, so that if we're going out maybe to some kind of event or something, my kids often can't eat, or we choose not to eat, the foods that a lot of people have at things, and so we can take these along instead. Or, on the other hand, like I said, I just like to keep some extras of some things on hand in case our trips get spread out a little more than we initially planned. We have a gallon of organic whole milk back here. We don't do a whole lot of dairy, cheese, and one time over our 6-week period, I pick up a gallon of milk and I make yogurt, and some of my kids eat the yogurt for snack. Now, we hadn't done this in a little while, and we went back and did it last month for the first time in a few trips, and my oldest found out that she was having stomach issues with the milk. She still doesn't have any problems with the cheese, but the milk. And so now I only have 2 kids that will be using that at all, and we'll see. We might phase that out again altogether. We had phased it out for a little while and gone back. I do like the probiotics of it. I wish I could find raw milk easier and cheaper around here, but unfortunately for some reason I can't, even though we live in the country. So it is what it is. It's okay. Daddy went outside to bring in more groceries. My dog. All right, and then here is probably our second favorite tuna, but my first favorite is very, very expensive and just out of our price range at the moment. So this is what we're doing. It's the skipjack tuna in water, just sea salt. Um, and here you can see, there we go. So I like that. I also love the fact that it is a pull tab. That is my favorite part because we can take it on the go with us and I don't have to worry about having a can opener. So we got these. We have been working on our dressings and our sauces over the past, year or so. Sauces we haven't quite got down yet. We finally found a dressing and a ketchup, but I'm okay with these ingredients. They're not too bad. We do have some sugar in there, obviously, but otherwise it's pretty clean. So we've been sticking with this for now. So we picked that up, as well as this one is my husband's preferred one. There you go. This one I would care less to have. Cane sugar is way up there instead of down in the middle. It has Worcestershire sauce, and it does have cornstarch. And then the xanthan gum, and, so I would prefer not to do this one as much. He's really the only one that eats that. I eat it with chicken tenders usually because it's kind of like a honey mustard to me, but that's it. And I only make chicken tenders like once every 12 weeks, so. But, it is what it is. And then we picked up this coconut aminos. If you are soy-free, this stuff is awesome, but it does not taste like a soy sauce. It is much sweeter. When we first flipped over our diet, people had suggested this for kind of like a stir-fry sauce or something like that. And it was incredibly sweet and not what we were expecting at all, but we have come to really like this. So we get that there. That is definitely by far the best price we can find. And the last thing is we got 2 of these jars of olives, and we just use those for our salads because my husband and I eat a lot of salads for lunch. So that is everything from Trader Joe's. Okay, guys, so it is the next morning, and we have gone to Aldi. Usually we go to Costco and Trader Joe's, and then we hit Aldi on the way home, but we decided to visit with my sister, who does live down in the city, yesterday for a little bit, and we were getting home kind of late. Every time we go to Aldi, when we go in the evening on a Saturday, everything is gone. It's just terrible. The produce is not good, if even there. And so we decided we would get up. Today is Sunday morning, and we would go down without the kids before we picked them up from Grammy's because they had a sleepover last night. They were so excited. And so we went down and we picked up our things. If you watched our Costco haul, you will notice that almost all of the produce we bought was vegetables. So you're going to see us a little heavier on the fruits in this produce, or in this haul, because this is where we pick up a lot of our fruits in comparison. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys what we got. All right, so this was our Aldi haul. This will be, like I said, most of our stuff for 6 weeks. We will go back and we will fill in our produce. So some of these things will be repeated throughout the weeks, like our apples and things like that. That will basically be where we get anything for the next 5 weeks until we go back on our big haul. So we did pick up 1 bag of grapes. These are my kids' favorite. Unfortunately, we do not have organic at ours, so I will make sure I wash these really well in our thieves. Because of that, I only allow them to get 1 bag per week. So we picked those up. We picked up some tomatoes for our salads this week, well as 2 bunches of bananas. My big girls do enjoy eating bananas, so I got a couple for them, and then a second, whatever they don't eat out of these, we will go ahead and put away for both either smoothies and or baking. So we got this avocado pudding, or avocados, and that will be mostly for avocado pudding. My kiddos I mix it with cocoa powder and maple syrup, and we make it into a pudding in the food processor, and so that's a snack that they eat in the afternoons or the evenings sometimes. We got this starter. We got the milk at Trader Joe's for yogurt, and so this will just be the starter that we use for that. Back here we got 2 jugs of water. So we have saved up for a filter, but we have not decided exactly what kind we want yet, and so we have not yet purchased one, and so I like to keep this on hand, particularly for things like fermenting and other things, so I do have that on hand. Here we have pomegranate juice and apple juice. My kiddos do like to take, and we have orange juice. So these are the juices. We typically use these basically with our vitamin C. We take ascorbic acid every day. And so this just helps take the edge off of the sourness and is a little easier to drink. I don't care to take it in water, but I'm fine taking it in juice as well as my kids. So my husband does great taking it in water. I will do that, but not my preference. We got 2 bags of mandarins. My kids love mandarins, so we keep these on hand, and they were not super squishy, which I was so excited about. Often we go, they have super squishy ones. Here we got 3 bags of apples. My husband, we missed them because the lady had her rack in front of it, and he had to run back and grab them, and he grabbed, we usually get Gala because they're cheaper, but he got 2 of the pink, I think these ones are Pink Lady, so bummer because we spent more than I would really have preferred to, but it is what it is. So we always get 3 bags of apples usually there, and we use these for morning snack with our paleo bars from Costco. So pick those up. We always get a jar of the cashews, unsalted. You know what? We picked up the wrong ones. We're supposed to get the ones with sea salt, but they're just nuts and sea salt. That's okay. I might keep these for something else, and I'll go ahead and pick up sea salt ones for my kiddos, or make them eat these ones. Who knows? So we got those. My husband does like his chips and salsa, so over the course of the next 6 weeks or so, this will be the salsa for him. Marinara. If you have followed my hauls before, you have definitely seen this marinara. Definitely clean ingredients. You can go ahead and pause it if you want to see those. It tastes really good. And the last thing is this chicken. So we don't... we try to buy the Never Any chicken, and we always stock up whenever they have the red stickers on them. There was none, but I always like to keep at least 1 bag of this in the in the freezer, so it is easy and quick to grab on nights when dinner's just, we all come home and we thought we were going to come home earlier than we did, or things just didn't go the way they planned for the day, and we need something easy for dinner, and those are easy just to kind of toss on a bar pan and throw in the oven with some seasoning and cook up, so we have something decently healthy for dinner. So that is everything we picked up at Aldi today. So our Aldi haul came to $97 and some change, which brings us just to about $200 between Aldi and Trader Joe's. That will be everything for the next 6 weeks. If you guys like these kinds of videos, please like and subscribe down below, and make sure you guys check out that Costco haul. We'll see you guys all next time. Bye.